Hello. So here I am in one of my favorite places in the world, forest, and looking at the beauty and majesty of nature, me thinking about stuff. So I want to talk today, just kind of my own thoughts, observations, and reflections on being in a belly dance troupe. And one thing that makes me kind of sad is troupe, people leaving the troupe really early. So again, this is not to point the finger at anybody or make anybody feel bad, but this is just my observation as a troupe director. So one thing that makes me really sad as a troupe director is when people really, really want to be in the troupe and they come up to me and they say, oh, I want this so bad. I'm willing to do anything. I kind of outline what to do. I'll be like, okay, we're going to have to order some professional costumes, get them to fit. You have the expectation of attending class every week. We do performances, workshops. We even travel, all these exciting things. And at the time, they'll be like, yeah, I'm in, 120% I'm in. So I bring them into the troupe. I teach them anywhere between 4 to 7 choreographies, many of them that are pretty advanced and require a lot of troupe formations and things where we really work together tightly. And then we fit costumes, which is really hard actually, because sadly to this day, there's not a lot of diversity in sizing in ready-made costumes. So a lot of times we make and alter parts and go through a several-month process to get costumes to fit well. Anyway, so we do a couple performances. They're so nervous, and we talk each other through. We support each other. You did it, give each other hugs. And then after a few months, they quit. And, I do have all the empathy. I totally get it. This is a hobby for most of us. So I get that. And they got that, glory, that taste. Like, I'm a real dancer. But here's the sad part is that, yes, there's a lot of expense. There's a lot of time. There's a lot of effort that goes in the part of the troupe member. Also in the part of me and, teaching them all these things. But the part that truly makes me sad is that they never really get to enjoy the true benefits of being in troupe. And by the way, pause just for a sec, because this is gorgeous, right? Nature's always so inspiring to me. But going back to what we're talking about with the troupe, so it takes so long. It takes a really long time to learn choreographies, to become comfortable performing in front of people. A lot of times, for a lot of my women, maybe this is the first time they've ever been in a dance troupe. Maybe this is the first time they've ever danced publicly, and I don't take that lightly. But here's the thing, is that they are leaving before they get to enjoy the pure benefits, the best benefits of being in a troupe. I'm telling you guys, working, learning, putting on your first outfit, braving your fears, that is tough stuff. And I totally get it and respect that about them. I know that this is tough for people. But if you keep doing it, if you keep practicing, if you keep performing, suddenly, eventually you can, within a year or two, usually, and I'm not saying you're a master and a pro at a year or two, but you can start to master our group choreographies. You can start to feel more comfortable with your troupe mates, which is super important because we work together. And then you can really start to enjoy. So mastery is when you start to really have fun. You get over those jitters, those fears, those I can'ts. And then is when you really start to create art, create these wonderful experiences. Then you get to reap the benefits of your dancing. So it's really sad to me, both from my perspective and my investment in the student. Sorry, I'm walking uphill. I'm like, oh, but also for them, because I want them to experience that feeling. Like, I am confident, I made it, I did it. And a lot of times, sadly, people leave before they get to experience that. So they just go through, it's kind of like a weird shared trauma where they, you know, work through a thing and they're scared and just are like, I'm doing terrible. And they do it a few times and then they're like, I did this challenge and I'm out. So they push themselves through their comfort zone, which is amazing, but they never really get to fully reap those benefits. So that is one of my sad things, is I want you guys that invest in Troupe and invest in the costumes and invest in the time and the training to be able to stick with it long enough that you can enjoy the benefits and truly feel confident. So again, like I said, not pointing the finger at anybody. This is just an observation. But as someone who's been exactly in your shoes and, you know, has come out on the other side, I can tell you that it is definitely worth it. It's worth it to stick with something. It's worth it if things are hard or challenging to kind of go through. And you get the beauty when you're in a troupe of having others to share this with. So it's not you alone. We're all in it together. So that's just my little 2 cents. I'll leave you with a little view of nature. Let me know what you think. Am I right? Am I completely off base here? Let me know. I always love to hear from people.